Going live. I said, if alive. If anyone's seeing this, they're alive. I'm alive. You're alive. We're all alive. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring you to a little testimony. First of all, I have to let you know that I'm in a Convalescent hospital. This place is called Eisenhower Healthcare Center. It's located at 1470 North Fair Oaks Avenue, Pasadena, California, 91103. Thank you. USA. I was doing other videos, but I think one of the most important videos that I can do right now and I can contribute to YouTube is my stay, my residence here at this facility, this convalescent hospital, which now they don't go by those names anymore. They call them healthcare, post-acute, recovery. They're not the same like they used to be many years ago when my grandmother was in one back in South Central California, 92243. It used to be that they were mostly elderly people. Once in a while, you would get a youngster that would be in there to recuperate for a week or so. This facility, Eisenhower Healthcare Center, which is located in Pasadena, California, the name had changed. They used to be called the Convalescent Hospital. These places change hands every so often. The residents here, which we are called, get shifted around. If it's not from room to room, it's from facility to facility. One time in San Diego, I was at a convalescent hospital there. They changed the name so many times that people didn't know where they were coming from. Now it's called Avocado. It used to be called El Dorado. It's on Washington Avenue in El Cajon, California. The name changed, but the rhythm remains the same. First of all, I'm doing this not as I'm doing this to try to educate the public, which is you, about facilities like like these. This facility, many years back, around 5 years back, it was all mostly elderly people. Now it's a game for all to come in. Elderly people like myself, I'm 68 years of age. I was born March 15th of 1952 in Brawley, California. We need to recuperate of a certain injury or whatever it is. In my condition, it's a hip, not a hip surgery, but it wounds my hip. My legs are infected. I was going to be amputated, but due to the fact that it's a little bit too close to my, uh, too close to my, not my leg, my thigh.
Did you need something, sir?
I didn't ring. I didn't ring. I didn't ring.
Good morning.
Did it go up by itself?
No. Did you ring it?
No.
Oh, maybe this one early. Ah,
No.
sir, stop pressing it. Did you need something?
So what it is we need that. I'm recording.
Oh, I thought you told me to.
Oh
Okay.
no, no, no! Yes, yesterday you didn't want to give me a word in Tagalog, so no, 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 no. So we get all kinds of riffraff in here. It's riffraff. And I don't think that a senior citizen who's here, not because of self-inflicted wound or whatever, should be here. In other words, in reverse, those other individuals that are coming from mental institutions shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be allowed to mingle with the residents that are here to recuperate. It makes it real bad. I'm throwing this out. I'm not throwing it out. I'm saying this because it's your loved one that might end up in a place like this. And it's your loved one that might be hurt by someone losing their mind and hitting them across the face. It happened to me. Not across the face, but on my legs. That person's not here anymore. That person that I'm referring to was discharged from here. He hasn't came back. So was this other person. At that day, they discharged 5 people. They were causing problems right here with other residents. We're supposed to be here in a safe environment. And the facility as this, they're supposed to take care of us. They don't. It's the same in all of them. What it is, it's a lack of staff. They cut the staff, the CNA. A CNA stands for Certified Nurse Assistants. They cut them because the law doesn't govern the amount, the racial resident per CNA. All they do is this RNA and CNA, but not on the CNA. Last night we had 4 CNA. There was one that they called up. I heard as a nurse in charge right now, the one that just walked into the room to turn off the light, the call light, call someone. That person said no. So when they came to empty my urinal bag last night, I asked, "We're short, huh?" Yeah, we only have 4. More emphasis should be applied on the care of us. Did you know that the people that are in prison get better care than we do right here? They get better food. They're allowed to have the rooms as they want to. We're not allowed that right here. One time in San Diego, Avocado on Washington Avenue, I wanted to put a house plant. Someone had gave me a house plant, and it was Christmas time, 27. I wanted to put that. One of the administrators came by to inspect the rooms, which is procedure. You have to inspect the room, see if it's anything from something that's illegal, considered a weapon, to if the room is nice and clean, or if your pitcher of water has your name, or any other, or your urinal, urinal has your own name on it. It's called cross contamination. I'm okay with that. I was accused right here of having a 38 pistol in my bag. The lady that accused me said, "Oh, he always carries that bag. That's a 38 in there." So the administrator, his name is Chris, and the social worker, Miss Green, came by and they said, "We heard this." I said, "You're welcome to look in my room anytime you want to." I said, "You don't need my permission to inspect my room because," he says, "Well, we have to get you guys permission." And I don't think that's right. I'm allowing people to walk into my room, the administrators, and inspect it anytime, any day of the hour. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock. If it's for my safety or the safety of the others, I'm all for it. But they told me no, it's not allowed. I'm allowing that, but why the other guy is hiding something? Same thing with the packages I received right here from I'm not gonna mention the name, from a certain big box. And I get, oh, this computer that I'm talking, this Chromebook that I'm talking to, this head, it all came from this watch. It all came from that place. It's called WM, the initials. I get all my merchandise from there. Anything from popcorn, candy, computers, hats. What else have I ordered? Toolboxes to put my stuff in there. Cards. It all comes from WM. I allowed the person in charge of delivering my package to me to. I don't allow it. I ask him to do it because I don't want to be accused of bringing in contraband. It's so easy to sneak in a bottle of wine, liquor, drugs, or whatever. This place is known for people that are engaged in extra activities of illicit drugs. The guy that they discharged from here from 4 months ago, they deal in that kind of drugs. Drugs right here is what keeps a lot of these people going. Someone may first thing they I was approached when I came to here was I was in the activities room. My room was getting ready. It was past. It was around meal time, and the guy approached me and said, "Hi, how are you?" I said, "Pretty good." Hey, you have any drugs? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? I said, "No, man. That place they kicked me out of that place because I was using some." I said, "Oh man." Okay, I said, you know, I was given a room. Then from there, I was given another room because the guy was a little bit obnoxious in the room that I was in. It was a four bed room. By law, not more than 4 beds are allowed in a room. So I was given another different room, and the guy that entered my room, first thing he asked for is drugs. And I'm a person that stays to myself. And those two individuals were hungry for drugs. That keeps me going. A lot of these people that are coming, I'm talking about the people that are coming with addiction. They get their drugs. It hurts me here. It hurts me there. And they get that high, and they remain on that high. So this guy, he asked me, "You have any drugs?" I said, "No." Are you in pain? A lot of times I felt for that. Are you in pain? I said, "Yeah, I'm in pain." You get any medication for that? I said, "No." Man, well, if you get some, let me know. Same place, same room. One of the guys that was there, he has now gone to meet his maker. He had methadone in his room. But you go to a clinic for methadone to withdraw from, he's been on it for 20 years. He was on it for 20 years or so. They tried very hard to get rid to discharge him because the administrator could have lost his license. You need a license to operate a place like this to be an administrator. I think it's a BS. But his methadone was there. He didn't want nobody to handle his methadone. I can understand that. A drug addict does not want anyone else to handle his drugs. He wants to make sure it's there with him. I suggested different things to the administrator on this. None of them went through. The guy didn't They want to turn him loose. Once a week, he would go to the methadone clinic and they would give him the supply for a week. By law, I guess you can take it home. This is considered his home in a way. There's loopholes around it, around the law, but it's not his home. It's a facility. We're actually guests right here, guests of the facility, but you're the one that's paying the bill. It's your tax money. So when you're going to put your loved ones in a place like this, make sure that you look it over. Spend at least 3 hours in a facility such as this to make sure that people are in a good state of mind. There's a lot of abuse that goes into these places, from the residents, from one resident to the next, from one CNA to the next. But just recently, there was a couple down in the East Coast that was photographing a lady putting on her gown. They were laughing. I made a joke out of it. So that facility and those two CNAs are getting fined. I don't know what had become of that case. They're getting fined. It happens here all the time. They laugh at a person. They laugh at people. I stand up. I bark back. Someone's gonna bark at me. I bark back. But right now, I'm in my full state of mind. I know the sooner or later, I'll lose Alzheimer's. I'll lose my desire to keep on pushing for life. I bring this up to your attention because you, as an individual who's outside, can do something about it. Be an advocate of nursing, of nursing, of be an advocate of residents in nursing homes. Check on them once in a while. This street right here, right next door, there's another one. It's called Gold Cross or something like that. Up the street, across the street, there's another one. It's a money making outfit. And they keep on growing every day. It's up to you. I have a page. It's called Joseph Palma, Advocate for Nursing Home Residents. You could do the same. I'm only limited to what I can do. There's lawyers out there, advocates, church people that can do something about this. Politicians. In my letterhead, I put Joseph Palmer, Advocate, Nursing Home Resident. Today for me, tomorrow it could be you or your mama. I throw things out the way it should be. I'm not gonna hide around the bush. Who I never thought in a million years that I would have ended up in a place like this. Never. Same as the other ones. But it's up to you to do something about it. It's up to you to be an advocate for it. It's up to you to get a bag of fruits and take it to a resident right there. If a person can bring in, excuse me, it is just, let me close the camera for a minute. Oh, it's itching. It's the dust in here. But if a person can come in with a therapy dog, why can't you go to the supermarket and buy a bag of oranges? Bring it into a facility such as this and say, here, that's for the residents right there. Or why can't you pick up five residents, three, two, one, and come once a month to visit that resident. We could use a lot. Before Social Security catches up to your government pay, no, after, let's say after Social Security, the average allowance that they give us right here by law, LAW, is $35 a month. A soda pop right here costs $1. Candy costs anything from 125 on up. What are you gonna do with a $35 in a month? What are you gonna do with that? One soda per day, you'll have $3 left, depending on how many days there is in a month. If you're lucky, you'll fall into February. You go, wow, I came out winning. Hmm, 28, 32, and 5 is 7. Wow, I came out winning 35 by $7. What if it falls on a day that's 31? Wow, $4 extra. It goes by fast. Allow yourself to give out to people that are in residence homes like that. Do you know that we're the most neglected part of segment of our society? Oh, look at the homeless. I was better fed when I was out there in the streets. I did it for a year to see what it was like for a year. By the way, I like to ride. I did it. I did it for a year. I didn't do it overnight like these chum wannabes do it. No, I did it for a year. Used to get fed right here this hour, then the other one. Sandwiches, socks, a lot of sympathy. But never panhandle. Oh, I did once in El Centro. I didn't panhandle, but I wanted to be able to get the feeling of how people reacted. I think I had forgotten my debit card. And I went to El Centro and I said, oh boy, I forgot my debit card. So actually, in all reality, I had just drank coffee in my house. I'm the person that wakes up and the first thing they go for is that cup of coffee. So I had, but I like to read the daily newspaper. So I went over there and some people read the newspaper and they leave it right there. It's courtesy. It's nice. Recycle. So that particular, I went over there and I said, "Wow, I smell the coffee, the aroma. Oh, it's delicious, yummy, yummy, yummy." So I said, I must see if I can panhandle a quarter or so." This lady walked in and says, I asked her, "Hi, excuse me, but I don't do this very often, but I forgot I was in a wheelchair, my Bertha, electric wheelchair, but I forgot my debit card. Can you spare a quarter?" They will give you $1. I said, no, no. I said, just a quarter, just a quarter. So she gave me a quarter. Then I kind of felt kind of uneasy at it. When she came out, I said, you know what? I didn't realize, but I had $2 in my pocket. I'm gonna go buy my own coffee. Here's your quarter back. She said, no, no, you can keep it. No, no, please, please pass it on to someone else. She took the quarter. I should have flipped for it, huh? Heads I win, tells you lose. Heads I win, tails you lose. Whose quarter is it now? That was the first time that I panhandled because I wanted to get the feeling of it. As a writer, I wanted to get the feeling of it. If you think that by going to a facility such as this and you get the full meaning of what it is to be in there. Don't lie to yourself. Stay right here 24 hours. Sleep in a place like this and you'll get the feeling of what it's like. One time I proposed that to the administrator. I said, you know what? You need to be here on weekends, 24 hours, and you get the feeling of it is. When the cat's away, the mice is play. It's up to you to do what you want to do with the time that you have in your hands. Because we never know if we end up in a place like this. And when you end up in a place like this, you're going to tell yourself, why didn't I listen to Mr. Joseph Palma to be an advocate? I could have had my burrito, my pizza, the snack that I wanted instead of peanut butter and jelly sandwich and cookies. That's not a nutritional snack. By law, they're required to give you twice a day. And when you ask for it, we get decaffeinated coffee when they want to. It's 20 minutes to 7 a.m. right now, and they're drinking their coffee from Starbucks or whenever or the kitchen, and we have to wait. That's not right. It's not right to be serving us meals that are inadequate, small portions, little pieces like that of a meat. It's not right. The correlation between the nourishment that we get and how our brain functions, it runs hand in hand. 4 months ago, on the time they discharged those people, there was a guy who was asking for coffee and saw the people in the kitchen drinking coffee from the urinal right there, whatever they call that. So I want some coffee. So well, you have to wait until 7:15. But those people are drinking coffee. No, you have to wait. I've been in facilities when I was acting like a homeless for alcoholic abuse. They had a pot of coffee there 24/7. At that time, the word wasn't used 24/7. Some donuts or whatever they brought in from a bakery, but it was there. People wake up and the first thing they want to do is have their cup of coffee. But this guy, lady offered her his coffee from Starbucks. He says, "No, I want that," which he has the right to. I believe he does. What would it cost a facility to just have a urinal right there and have a sen- You know that people have to go over there and beg for a banana, and sometimes they say they're too green, we don't have any. That's not right. There's a little bell right there. You have to ring it. Could I have a banana, please? Could I have another cup of coffee? You have to wait. It's not right. A facility charging in place from 5,000 to a little bit higher on your medical to for a stay like this. Oh, it costs us money to run a place like this, but it's not a charity thing. They're making money too. They have one. The owner of this place, David Letty, has at least two, I think, that I know of, personally know of. I heard it's three. Right, one this one and the one in Bakersfield. So if you have a used car lot and you're making money selling cars, you can get another car lot. Same thing as anything, franchise, anything, because it's making money. If it wasn't making money, if it wasn't profitable, you'll cut your losses and just go on to something else. Selling oranges out on the street, which might be more profitable. At least your overhead is not that much. It's not nothing at all. Be an advocate for nursing homes, residents. Get involved in it. If you're in the church, get involved in it. If you're politicians, don't go around telling people that you're going to do this and this. Senior citizens vote, and you better take that into consideration. Don't pass another convalescent nursing home without thinking of what I'm telling you. Today for me, tomorrow it could be you or your mama. This is Joseph Palma checking in, checking out from Pasadena, California, 91103 Eisenhower Healthcare Center, located at 1470 North Fair Oaks Avenue, bed 16B. But they move us around so often that who knows where I'll be at this evening. By law, it's required to tell your loved ones, but there's no law and order here. In stain stream. Yes. Yes.